Hey, what's up? I've been majorly distracted today. Yesterday I felt so good physically, mentally clear. It was also the last day in my journal. I had this journal since December, and this book that I was reading the other day, it's talking about the difference between like people who are successful is like the time frame from when they realize that like they're not focused or they're not on the ball, and the time like instead of a day or two of being off, they take like an hour and they get back on, whatever. But I feel off, and like even this morning, my girlfriend said, she said, "Since when are you not a morning person?" Because usually I wake up, I have a routine, I do my stuff, but I've been feeling so down, and I think it's due to the negative self talk. Um, and Honestly, I feel like I'm on a brink right now. Of just, I keep hearing from like people that I've been following on YouTube for years since 2019. Like I keep hearing repeatedly from different folks that like it's transition time, you know. Um, like you've been in that waiting period, you, chosen ones in isolation or whatever. But it's like you've learned enough, bro. It's time to go out there and do it. You know, I think it's significant even to my journaling. Like my journal ran out, and I don't plan on journaling right now. You know, and we'll see about the video documentation. But this is just to track my journey. But you know, I've been too stagnant. It's just been the repetitive now, and I don't know. I've been so cooped up, and I don't know why I can't keep a job, and I don't know why I'm not even getting jobs that I used to get, like dishwashing or something. I think it's a sign to pivot. I think it's also a sign to get close to God, because I've heard the voice ever since the very beginning say, like, you're not going to make it without me. Like, you're trying to do all this stuff, and you have great ambition, and you're right, you are $100,000 man, but you're not going to make it without him. And I feel like Nebuchadnezzar, to a degree, you know, he was lost for years, lived like a wild man, and I kind of feel like that. I've been in isolation to myself to the point where, like, mentally, I'm like starting to spaz out a little bit. But it's just because every time I go out into the world, bro, I feel like everyone's wild. But that's why you got to surround yourself with people that see eye to eye with you. That's it, and push you forward in positive areas. Like my friends back in town. I don't know why the hell I moved so far away from my people, my friends and family and stuff. But I mean, but I feel this call, this longing for, I guess, adventure, to get out, or really maybe to get out of my hometown is what I keep feeling like. But I don't know why I've never been able to like push on that, push it out of my comfort zone. But I don't know. I gotta do something different, G. So right now it's just repetition, and I don't like where it's at. I don't like where my. I'm like, why can't I get control of my own life? It's like, what do you want? You know. But I've had such a bad habit over the span of 10 years of quitting jobs and fucking not keeping my word. And now, like, it's so bad. Like, I'll tell my friend I'm gonna come through, and I don't even come through. It's like, I don't know, but there's something out there, G. Like I'm supposed to be doing something. Like I'm not doing the right thing, whether it's job wise or environment wise or my mission. I'm not even on a mission. You know, what it would, you know, mentally I think I cut myself so much that like I'm living off of my girl's schedule, waking up when she wakes up. You know, she even said it this morning. She's like, "Since when are you not a morning person?" You know, because I usually made it you know, made it a thing that I'm the first up and I'm doing something. You know, get my exercise out of the way so that I can clear headed go throughout the day. But it's like I don't have a schedule, G. You know, and I need routine. I'm trying to push myself really too, because another thing I've been thinking about is like I haven't pushed myself. I haven't put myself into a position where I have to be graded or evaluated, you know, like amongst your peers or whatever. You know, school, you get a grade, even fitness. I'm like, what would I do if I went against people younger or the same age as me? Like, would we come out the same physically? You know, but physically and mentally, man. I'm 29 years old. Next year I turn, in 300 days I'll turn 30 years old. And I'm just thinking, do I want to be here in a year's time, 5 years time? Damn fly. You got too cocky, motherfucker. Catching flies is a damn pastime of mine. I love that shit. It just takes pure responsibility and accountability, my friend. You know? But I've steered away from God, and that's it. You know, over the past week, every once in a while, the voice of my mom kept popping in my head saying, but God. Because every time we'd have a conversation, and I'm like, I don't know what career I should do, or I don't know if I should go to school, or where should I live. Like, always confusion. And she said, like, confusion is work of the adversary, you know? Like, if there's confusion in your life, like, you know the enemy is on you. You know, because God is he's not a God of fear. So that's the one thing. And any time I would ever discuss it, we'd always discuss logistics and you know, and she always had great advice, but she would always come at the end and say, but you know what you're forgetting? Or if we're talking about a subject or a group of people, she would be like, but you know what they're forgetting? They're forgetting God, but God. You know, when you put God at the center of it. And I haven't put God at the center of my life. You know, I was raised reading the Bible. High school, middle school, high school, everyone knew me as the Christian guy. Everyone poked fun at me, even in recent years, you know. But in the last few years, I haven't lived up to that title. You know, they used to, like 5 years ago when I first came back from Houston, they used to say, hey, will you pray for such and so? You're the only person I know who believes in that, or, you know, is convicted, you know, whatever. And I was like, yeah. But then I display unmodest behavior, you know, so I'm thinking like, dang, what do they think about me now, you know? But all activity and behavior I've done, the crazy thing is that I've hated it. I've never enjoyed it. I just think like, this is ordinary, right? This is what everybody else does for pleasure. So like the drinking, smoking, you know, with being with girls or whatever, it's like I'm just thinking like, oh my gosh, like this is bad. I shouldn't be doing this. This is wrong. So I'm just paranoid and thinking too much the whole time, in all aspects of doing wrong in any area, And then I've built up such a bad habit that like I directly focus on how bad I am and how I'm gonna mess everything up, and so it's a self-perpetuating deal. But it's bad. Like it's getting so bad to a degree where like it's been formulating since 2019, and I think it was really bad last year. It started to clear up, and then I don't know what happened. It came back. The loneliness came back, man. I am literally him. Hope Core. There's like a group of men out there that feel this like loneliness, like this whatever, this separation. You could be in a room full of people and just feel this you don't know how to explain it. But in reality it's just do more work, do more. Like you should be too tired. Like at nighttime you should be too tired to be staying up like playing video games. Like no. Like if you can't sleep, that means you didn't do something. Like something's left undone, right? Where you could at least work out to go to sleep. But what do I know? I'm just saying I'm not doing enough. I'm not working in the right direction. I'm not letting God lead. Or what? But I'm at the brinks, man. I'm at wit's end. I don't know what's next. But I gotta do something different. Desperate times meet desperate measures. You don't want to build a name for yourself. You don't even have a car. You don't even want a car, G? I know how to work on cars. There's no reason I shouldn't have a vehicle, but that self-hatred and self-deprecation, self-loathing, it's like I know I'm living wrong, bro, but it's like, maybe I do need a boot camp, bro, or something to kick me in the ass, right? Because I gotta snap the fuck out of this. This is a 5-year journey. This is a damn near 10-year de-escalation going down, since 18, 19, when I first got my first tattoo at 18, but now here I am 29, 11 years, and like 10 years of bad habits, the only thing I can say is that in the last 5 years I've, focused on my fitness journey. That's it. That's the only thing I got out of it all. A mentality that I'm going to work out every single day. It don't matter if it's just going for a walk one of those days, But that's the only thing that I can be proud of for myself, validate myself through working out every day. And I know it's retarded and it's dumb to everybody else because, bro, I'm homeless. I'm going to be homeless. I'm living with a girl, not paying rent. She's been paying it all for over 2 years. First in the apartments, now here. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, hello, anybody home? Like, think, McFly, think. You're not gonna pay rent, bro? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And you can't do this for the rest of your life. The old head from Houston used to tell me all the time, he's like, bro, like, you're getting older. You can't live like this forever. Like, no one's gonna think it's cute to take care of you when you're 35, 40 years old, right? No one's gonna do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you're gonna go another 10 years? Basically, the last 10 years, I've been couch surfing, living off of other people, not keeping a job, quitting, starting. And I built such a bad habit of quitting everything just because I'm lost, like aimless, or not pursuing, or not saying, okay, this is what I want to do and it will work. And just focus on that and don't get distracted. Don't listen to everybody else. Mixed with being dragged by everyone else's opinion, but but God, bro, because it's been chaos in my mind. Just fury, just fucking tornado. You know? So, I just gotta get back to God, man. Because, like, when I do go out into the world, like, I just see how wild it is, man. And acceleration at such an awful degree. I mean, it's great what we have, and you gotta see the positive and everything. But it's like this world is wild, G. And the only way I can see out is God. I always think about the Matrix in the very beginning when Neo gets the phone call at his job, and it's Morpheus on the other side, and he's telling you, you gotta get out of there. The agents are after you. Well, hold up, duck. Stay here. Wait a second. On my count, go left. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Like, you gotta be in tune with the Holy Ghost to that degree where you know where to go, left, right. Like, you gotta know to go that moment. And yeah, I just felt like this life is a journey, and like we gotta know what to do. You get more in tune with the voice by reading the good book. You know, that's why it's something that you have to like sharpen your sword and read it every single day. You know, it's not just like it's a rule book and you just gotta follow the rules. It's like you wanna get inclined with the voice of God. How you get familiar with that voice by reading the book, because supposedly, if what we believe is so, the book is the word of God. So being profuse in that, proficient in that, you know, is how you could, cause like, right, the truth whispers, like wisdom, like yells when it's too late, basically. But it whispers when you're having a good time, but it yells when you at your calamity, you know. And I think I've learned all these lessons for a reason, to have humility. I know for a fact I'm $100,000 man, but currently I'm like a $2,000 man, $3,000, $4,000 man. That's really stretching it. I don't know, man. Your boy can't keep a job for more than 2 months, and only has like 2 jobs a year. So that's like 3 months, 4 months maybe out of the year you work. Like what's with that, bro? But I'm not a lazy person, right? Like a crazy dude who for the past 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, like 3 years ago, bro, I'm walking 6 hours. I'm starting to do 1,000 push-ups. You know, three years ago I'm walking long distances, 21 miles, attempting 21 miles, and then still not having a job, you know, or back and forth, whatever, in and out, in and out. And then 2 years ago, doing 1,000 push-ups like every week, and trying to do 1,000 a day and shit like that. Just crazy shit. So I was like, can you call it lazy? Because I've been journaling for, well, really since 2017, on and off, but like pretty like every day for like the last 2 solid for sure, 3, but you know, 3-4 years I've been journaling, 5 years I've been journaling, but the last 2-3 solid, the last 2 for sure, for damn sure, 2 years of journaling every day, you know, for the most part. I can confidently say that. You know, just so I could know, like, even if I'm wasting my time, like, what am I doing with my day? You know, I think I reverted back to homeschool thinking, because I'm always like journaling, writing, studying, and especially now, I think that that's what it all evolved to, because all I was doing was watching YouTube, learning from guys about business or fitness, and taking notes, and now it's just expanding on that knowledge, because you know, you pretty much know what to do, and the only way to really confirm that is to do it and make it happen. You know, the results speak. results. So stop talking about shit and just do it. Whatever it is. And you can't talk about nothing if you haven't really done it, because then it's just hypothetical, which is hypocritical, which is, means you're just full of shit. And you just gotta check your vocabulary to the utmost degree. Don't say anything negative, and don't say anything that you're not gonna do if you're not gonna actually pull it off, or if you're not gonna show up. You have to keep your word to other people, most importantly to yourself, whether it's your diet, whether it's the intake of music, movies, you need to get more knowledge, go back to school, keep a job. I've been working the same type of shit, fast food and fucking warehouse, general labor. Now I'm back to job agencies every once in a while, here and there. Like, why wouldn't I pursue something that I would really enjoy doing? Mechanics, CDL, anything, Because I won't stop smoking. And it's even the shit from like the corner store on the at the store. They sell it at the fucking store. Like, you don't think you can like stop smoking for 3 weeks, 4 weeks? Like, get your life together, bro. It's been 6 months, 2 years, 3 years. You can't just take 4 weeks of dedication to change your life, and then if you even were to surpass that and go for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months of just positive direction. My whole thing is I don't want to work fast food, because that's what I was working 11 years ago. But it's like, okay, bro, because I've had all these experiences, either screwed them up, walked away from them, or just fucking, the last year has just seems like things aren't working out the way that they used to. I'm trying old ways, it's not working. I know I'm supposed to pivot, and I just have a cloudy mind, because I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm smoking every day, and I already know, like, I'm supposed to stop because I'm trying to be athletic and like get my wind up and work out more. And I told myself that 4 years ago. I specifically told myself that when I first came back to San Antonio from Houston 5 years ago. I told myself, like, bro, if you're gonna be doing these certain exercises every day, you need to stop smoking. Not for moral reasons, but just for the fact that you're trying to fucking be a performance optimization. How can you do this if you're smoking every day? And that was like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. I've been telling myself this every year, specifically just for performance. And now I feel like this is the lowest breath I've felt in a while. And I still do workouts, but at a very minimum. And I feel like I feel lethargic, or I feel run down or something, because so who tries to be an athlete but smokes at the same time? I get it. And I see the people online and they say, oh, you can do both. Suck my ass. Fuck off. I don't believe that for a second. You want to be at your top performance, you shouldn't be drinking or smoking, and cut out all the vices and help others. But what do I know? I'm just a kid, bro. I'm just a kid. I'm 29 years old, man. And I feel like now's the time to, like, hit that release button, bro. Whatever the move is, geez, like, you gotta have that 10-year plan, that 5-year plan, 2-year plan, whatever it is, bro. Where you gonna be in a year from now, 2 years from now? Cause I know what I was doing 2 years from now. 2 years ago, what I'm doing right here, right now. Bullshitting. If it ain't making money, if you ain't making money, if you ain't working on your job, you're bullshitting. But even when I work on my job, distracted, money going in the wrong places. Where's my environment? Who am I living with? I got gray hairs, G. I'm fighting with my girl every day. It's like, no disrespect to her, but I'm not fulfilling whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing. I like, is it CDL? Because I drive all the time? Is it Army? Because I want to be active and be moving? This dude told me like 4 years ago, he's like, why aren't you a family friend? Why aren't you in the military? I'm like, shh. Bro, But I'm always scared to take a chance, scared to take a leap, you know. So that's it, man. That's all I got for you. I hope I'm doing all right, man. You know, last night I'm just thinking, God, I want to feel God. Like, don't leave me alone, please. I'm sorry for everything. Please change my mind. So I stopped doing these vile things that I don't want to do. I don't even want to do this stuff. Help me not to want to impress anybody but you. Make you proud. Make my mom proud. Amen.